Well, I used to think I'd like to be a famous movie star, live a life of luxury and drive a fancy car. But I ended up instead inside a wrestling ring. No, I'm not a fighter, I just do interviewing. And all the dreams of grandeur, they just fell out of my head. 'Cause for now I know I'm better. Yes, I'm just better off. Yes, I know things could be better, but for now I'm better off.
Is that Slimstone? I can't come into work today. I'm sick.
Cool.
Boy, Slimstone, you sure are milking that little bump on the head I gave you, aren't you?
Little bump? You mean a head with a steel chair?
An accident. You know I wasn't trying to hit you on purpose. And besides that, now you get a week off with pay. You should thank me.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
Leave me to suffer in peace. And by the way, can you answer your cell phone? It's making my headache worse.
Boy, I must have hit you a lot harder than I thought, Slimstone. My cell phone isn't even ringing.
You gonna answer that? It's probably Lucky O'Day calling to fine you for what you did to me.
Oh, Lucky O'Day calling to find me, huh? The commissioner's gonna find me? Well, let me tell you something. Number one, the commissioner wouldn't dare find me. Number two, he doesn't know my cell phone number. Hello, Vigilante. Yeah, but... Yeah, I know, but I was trying... Yeah, but if you look... You crybaby. You miserable little crybaby. You went right to the commissioner and begged him to find me, didn't you?
I haven't seen the commissioner in weeks.
Yeah? Well, he just called up and fined me $500 and I... Wait a minute. If you didn't see the commissioner in weeks, how did you know he was going to call up here and find me?
The commissioner said he was going to start cracking down on wrestlers for striking officials. It's no surprise that he's using you as an example.
Yeah, he made me an example, all right. He fined me 500 clams.
JC, you gonna eat that whole bag of chips? You know it's gonna make you sick. Was she really worth it?
What's this? What's this all about a girl?
Every time JC goes on one of these little binges, it's about some girl who turned him down.
He must get turned down an awful lot. Now, listen, what's with the Sherlock Holmes routine all of a sudden?
What are you talking about? This is common sense.
Common sense, huh?
Stop looking at me like I'm a ghost. Let's just get ready. Vincent Crow is coming through the door any minute, and he's taking us out to lunch.
Vincent Crow is taking us out to lunch? You gotta be kidding me. The last time Vincent Crow took anybody out to lunch, hamburgers were a dime.
Hamburgers for a dime? I'll take a dozen.
The champ is here, and I'm in a very generous mood, and I'm taking you all out to lunch.
Lunch? Why?
Well, I just found out that my opponent for this week's title defense is sick, and his replacement is the Red Demon.
The Red Demon?
That bum hasn't won a match in 7 years.
And this week will be no exception. Now hurry up before I change my mind.
Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Did you tell Slimstone that your opponent was the Red Demon, or you were coming here to take us to lunch?
Of course not. I just found out 15 minutes ago.
Well, then how did you know he was coming to take us to lunch, Slimstone?
I thought he told me last night. I must have dreamt it all.
You got psychic power, Slimstone, from that bump I gave you on the head. You got some kind of ESP.
What are you morons talking about?
I'm talking about Slimstone. First, he tells me my phone's gonna ring. Then he tells me who's gonna be on the phone. Then he tells me Romeo here is eating himself to oblivion over some girl. And then he tells me you're coming to take us all to lunch. What do you call that?
A lucky guess? Look, I'm going to go upstairs and wash up. You guys want to come? Hurry it up.
Watch out for those potato chips.
Oh!
All over the floor.
Thanks again for lunch, Crow. Yeah, thanks for nothing. I told you he was gonna back out of paying for lunch.
Well, whoever heard of ordering prime rib and lobster for lunch?
I was hungry, okay? And I couldn't make up my mind.
Well, you always overdo it. You're never satisfied. And which one of you idiots told Vandyke that hamburgers were a dime?
I still think it was mean of you to make him walk home.
He ordered a dozen burgers. The walk would do him good.
Yeah, besides that, Slimstone, shouldn't you have already known that he was gonna back out of paying for lunch? I mean, after all, you're a psychic.
Not this psychic thing again. I knew you guys were at the back of my hand. I know what you're going to do before you do it.
Oh, is that right? Is that all there is to it?
That's all there is to it.
You didn't know I was going to do that, did you?
No. But thank you for ruining my milk. You owe me a quart, you know.
I owe you a quart of milk. I didn't ruin your milk, Slimstone. If anything, I improved it. Your milk is now a root beer smoothie.
A root beer smoothie?
That's right, a root beer smoothie. My mom used to make us root beer smoothies all the time when we were kids, and we loved them.
You're just making this up so you don't have to pay for the milk.
No, I'm not. And you should know I'm not just saying that because you're a psychic.
Not this again.
Hey guys,
You're back already?
I took a shortcut. And I found a hot dog stand. Ooh, root beer smoothie. My favorite.
I'm out of here. I'm going to my room. That's it. I'm gone.
And what are we going to do, Ed, since you're a psychic?
Ha ha ha. Very funny. You guys are nothing but a bunch of comedians.
JC, let me ask you a question. Don't you think that it could be possible that Ed Slimstone just might have some kind of a psychic ability?
He might. He knew I was stood up by a girl yesterday.
He knew you were stood up by a girl yesterday? Explain that one.
JC, did you happen to tell Ed Slimstone about this girl that stood you up?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did! Yes, you did! You moron! If you told him he was stood up by a girl yesterday, then why are you coming to the house saying he may have some kind of a psychic ability?
Can you repeat the question again?
As usual, you two are boring me. I got better things to do.
Where do you think you're going?
Why don't you go ask Ed? I'm sure he knows.
You know you beat everything. You beat everything, you know that?
Hey guys. Where's Vincent Crow? You go to the gym already?
Yeah, he just left a couple of seconds ago. Wait a minute. How did you know he was going to the gym?
You mentioned it during lunch.
He did not mention it during lunch. He did not mention one thing about going to the gym during lunch.
Could have swore he said he was going to the gym during lunch.
He didn't.
You're positive? Swore he said he was going to the gym.
It is true. Ed, you're a psycho!